Hello, I'm Emmett Skilton. I am an actor, a director, and a very proud Equity member. I'm so excited to welcome our members to the new Equity Self-Test studio that is now up and running in Auckland, thanks to the Equity Foundation and our friends at the New Zealand Film Commission. The Equity Self-Test studio is free to use and only available to members of Equity New Zealand. So if you're not a member yet and you would like to be, you can join us at www.actorsequity.org.nz. If you're already a member, all you need to do to access these awesome facilities is to watch this induction video and then to submit a booking online. Now before we begin, there's a little bit of general information you need to know. Keep in mind that your booking only includes the use of the room and the camera equipment, so you need to provide your own SD card, then edit and upload by yourself later on, as there won't be any technical support during your booking time. You also need to bring a reader and a camera operator. These can be the same person or two people doing separate jobs, but please no more than 3 people in this room at any one time. There's no food or drink allowed in the studio, and it's also really important that you leave the room how you found it so it's ready for the next actor. And finally, please don't leave the self-test studio open without anyone present. Firstly, before you come into the studio, you will need to book online and arrange your reader and your camera operator if applicable. You will also need to bring your SD card with you. The SD card you will need to bring must be at least 8 gigabytes in size and preferably a fast card. This may say 400 times or over 30 MBS on the side, and you can find these SD cards at most electronic stores, JB Hi-Fi or even the warehouse. Now when you arrive to shoot your self-test, here's what you need to do. Firstly, insert the SD card here. Then we want to turn everything on, and anything you will need to turn on or adjust is marked with pink tape. There are 2 switches for the lighting up on the wall here. Turn those on and then turn the main room light off. There is a boom microphone that will pick up you and your reader. Make sure this is turned on to the first setting and then plugged into the camera. Then your camera operator or your reader will turn on the camera like this and open up the viewfinder. While you're standing on the pink mark on the floor, have your operator make sure the camera is level with your face. You don't want to be shooting from too far above or too far below. To do this, you want to adjust the height here. Firstly, undoing the screw and then winding up or down accordingly. Always ensure that you're holding the camera and that once you're finished, lock the camera on the tripod so it doesn't move during your shooting. If your scene requires a chair, feel free to take one from the members hub, just make sure you return it afterward. This camera is autofocus, but if you need to change the size, get the operator to change the size here by turning anti-clockwise or clockwise. You want to be working in a frame around this size unless the casting director or the casting brief has specified otherwise. For instance, if you're playing a character who has a lot of gesturing, make sure that you widen up enough so that you can see your arms and your hands. Your reader should stand close to the camera and the same height as the camera, like so, in order for us to see your eyes, as this is where you will be looking. Don't look down the barrel of the camera unless you have been asked to do so. Now finally, the record and stop button is here. Press it once to record, then once again to stop. And once everything is set, it's time for a test run. Stand in the position as though you're going to go for a real take, then push the record button. Run the scene for at least 10 seconds, including dialogue, just in order to check the frame size and the microphone is working. To review your test run, change the switch here to the play icon. Press the test run you just did on the screen, like this, then play. If you're happy with the size and you can hear the sound clearly, switch it back to the video icon, like this. You're ready to shoot. Do at least 3 takes of your scene so you can choose the best one, making sure to stop the recording after each take and starting it again before each one. It's a good idea to review your footage on the camera by following the same steps that we just did for your test run. Once you're happy with your takes, you may be required to do an ID, and this is done in a similar way, but in this situation we will zoom right out and then tilt the camera down for a full body shot, and you're done. Now make sure you turn off the camera, take your SD card out and return the room to how you found it, which includes all personal belongings and rubbish being taken with you. Turn off the lights before you leave and then lock the door behind you. The studio is open from Monday to Friday, 9:30 AM to 4:30 PM, and bookings are 45 minutes each. You can make your booking at www.equityfoundation.org.au/self-test studio. Happy shooting.